Hello, everybody. My name is Isaac P28, and welcome to 12 Minutes. So, 12 Minutes is a game about a man stuck in a time loop. This time loop goes on and on, no matter what. This man has a wife. He is married to said wife, obviously. Now, the thing about this is the fact that he is having a child with his wife. But since he's stuck in a time loop, he can kill himself. He can die. He can get knocked unconscious. He can get choked out. He can go to bed. He can do whatever. And the time loop will restart. Even if you leave the room that you're in, or leave the home, you will have to redo everything. And what's unique about this game is the fact that the time loop is still remembered by the man. He knows everything that happened before. So that's what makes this unique. He remembers everything that happened before. So, in your first playthrough, your wife asks you to eat their dessert. And you eat food with your wife, and she reveals to you that she's pregnant. Now, not long after, the police officer, or a police officer, storms into your home, cuffs both you and your wife, and asks about a watch, a pocket watch. And over again, usually, the cop ends up killing you, and the loop restarts. What I really like about this game is that it holds some real world values. It shows you some things about life. They're not going to be shown in my gameplay in the background here, but what happens in the game is just, it speaks to you. I mean, you're immersed. I'm telling you right now, you're immersed. You play the game for the first time. You walked into this room. You walked into this home. And you are the husband. You have a wife, and you're going to be a father. But you need to resolve this issue that just so happened to become a thing on this day, at this time. One of the best days of your life can easily become one of the worst. And at one point, somebody tells you in this game that you can't just go back. Things that happen are permanent. You can't change them. You can only atone for them. You can only really live with them. Be it a lie, a bad thing you've done. You don't have to live with that. You made that choice, and you can't go back on it. That's why I love this game. That's why I think it has such a good story. But past the story, past all of that, you have to find a way to defend yourself from the cop. Resist the cop, defending yourself. Or you can try and make reason with him. It seems impossible at first. It seems like the only solution is to kill him, because no matter what you try, it all goes to hell. It's Murphy's Law at its greatest. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And that's exactly why you have to think outside of the box with this game. I'm telling you right now, there are tons of dialogue options, tons of things you could do. You could kill your wife, you could kill yourself, you could try and kill the cop, but 9 times out of 10 you'll fail. No matter what you'll do, you'll end up in the same place, in the same room at the same time, going through the same door, and it's amazing. Sometimes, when you do something for the first time, you feel remorse. When you kill your wife for the first time, it's horrible. You feel bad. You regret why. You regret doing that. You don't even know why you did that. But the more times you do it, it's more common than not. And the first time you kill yourself, it's horrifying. It's terrible. You know you could have just walked out the door to reset the timeline. You didn't have to do any of that. Yet you still did it. Your choices really have barely any effect except on what happens in your head. That's another lesson. Sometimes you do something you believe is terrible, but when you have no real consequences from it, the biggest consequence is remembering that you did it. Knowing that you are guilty. Knowing that you can't do anything to change what you did, especially since now you've done it. The time has passed, and although it may seem like nobody cares, you're seen in a different light. You see yourself in a different way, and it's just poetic. And I'm so glad that everybody who worked on this game made this game, because it gives you more perspective. Now, this video is going to be a long one, over 40 minutes, which is a lot. And that's why it's going to take me so long to finish this. I'm saying this as I'm editing the video. I've already concocted all of the footage. I've already stitched it all together. All I have to do is talk. So this is going to be a long, long talk, huh? Now, I just feel like this game is incredible. Not even feel, I know it's incredible. This story is so engaging. I'm telling you, I've already said it. You're immersed, you feel like you're in the world. Everything that happens, you made that choice. You had complete jurisdiction over it. You were the judge, jury, and executioner. You did that. You can go back on it. There are no consequences. It's a video game. But it's just that lingering thought, your brain telling you you did that. It makes you feel guilt. It makes you feel terrible, but it's okay. It's not real. "12 minutes is interesting. Now, the time loop isn't unique. It's happened before. We've all heard of it. But the way they do it, the way they execute it, great. The voice acting is great. Daisy Ridley, who voice acts as the wife, does an incredible job in her emotion, everything. Even her American accent is great for a British person. And James McAvoy, him too. His American accent, great. He displays incredible emotion. By the way, James McAvoy voices you, the main character. And Willem Dafoe, he voices the father and the cop. I'll talk more about that later. But he showcases emotion. He showcases everything. They're all great. They're all incredible actors. And they just give this game a little bit of extra spice. Now, back to the father part. See, the reason the cop has come to your home is the fact that your wife killed her father, or so it may seem. See, 8 years before the events of the game, on Christmas Eve, your wife was engaged in an argument with her father. Worse led to worse, and she shot him, and she ran away with a pocket watch. Turns out the father survived, and she came back on New Year's Eve and shot him twice. Now, it's cool, but she didn't actually do it. She's innocent. She shot him on Christmas Eve, but she didn't finish the job. It was somebody else. And the father had been loving to her mother, but ever since your wife was born, her father had just hated him, hated her. She was almost unloved by him, while she was incredibly loved by her mother. Her mother passed away before the killing of her father, but for some reason she tells the main character that he died of a heart attack. Now, she well and truly believed that she had killed her father on Christmas Eve, so she clearly didn't do it. So who could have? Well, on the fridge, there is a photo. In that photo, it's a picture of her, taken on New Year's Eve 8 years ago. And she was hundreds of miles away. She wasn't even where her father was. She was nowhere near him when he died. So she didn't do it. Once you tell the cop this, sometimes he listens and other times he doesn't. Now, the cop is a brutal killer. He's an ox. This guy is strong. He overpowers the main character in hand-to-hand combat, and the only way you can really knock him out is by letting him turn on the switch in your bedroom after turning it on and off twice. Or actually turning it on and off once. As you'll see here, my character gets murdered. I try to put handcuffs on his legs, but boom, he's a goner. Anyways. Yeah. You turn the lights in your bedroom on and off. And then the third time, when he turns it on, because he always does, he gets shocked so powerfully that he falls over and gets knocked unconscious. Now that he's knocked unconscious, you can take all of his things. He has a revolver, 2 handcuffs, one for you and your wife, a knife, and a phone. Now, he's a brutal killer. Like I've said, he chokes you to death, he beats you, he kills you, he shoots your wife if you just stand by and watch. But there's a reason for this. See, the night that your wife shoots her father is that, well, not the reason, no. What did I say? Forget that. The night that your wife shoots her father, she takes a pocket watch, and then that watch is worth a lot. It's worth a lot of money. A lot of money. The reason the cop wants to kill you and your wife for the watch so badly is that he has a daughter named Bumblebee. Very young girl. She has cancer. And that watch is so expensive that if he sells it, it'll be able to pay for all of her treatment. And you resonate with that. You feel sorry for the cop, but you know that what he's doing is wrong. You wish you could just give the watch to him. You wish, but you can't. He won't listen to reason, and he'll kill you the first chance he gets. Yeah. It's hard to grasp, honestly. I mean, having to come to terms with the fact that no matter what you do, the end is almost always the same. And I've just told you the whole story. I've told you why, what's happening. Now, there are 6 endings. The first one I want to talk about is the most interesting. If you load up on a new save, and you do absolutely nothing, you stand completely still the entire time, you get the listen ending, where your wife talks to you, your character responds automatically. And she talks about wanting to tell you the truth. Then, she tells you to follow her, and you walk right outside of your apartment, and it doesn't restart. This is me a few days later after recording that last clip. I just lost interest in making this video, but I've redeemed that interest. So let's go back to what I was saying. I was talking about the endings, but I'll just skip that part and let you guys figure that out for yourselves. Another thing I love about this game is that almost everything is interactable. The plant, the guns, the handcuffs, the food, your wife, the man, you, everybody is interactable. And you can do anything, and I mean anything. I already said this, you can stab them, shoot them, kill them, and just right there, you saw me shoot the cop in the leg. And I mean, like, it's insane how many possibilities there are in this game. And the gameplay is really simple. It's just a simple point and click. And I'm not the biggest fan of those games, yet this game is just incredible. And the graphics are great, especially from the top-down point of view. Not only that, but like I said, the actors are incredible. They do a great job, and I'm so glad that everybody who worked on this game successfully made it. You know, it's a wonder to play. That's all. Now, you know what I dislike? There's only one thing I don't like about this game, and it's the fact that you get no hints, nothing. Sometimes you get hints, but there's really no way for you to figure out anything about anything. I mean, I fail to understand how somebody could figure a lot of the stuff that happens in this game out. Like going to the bathroom, going to the medicine cabinet, grab sleeping pills, put in water, and then put your wife to sleep. That is almost impossible for somebody who's an idiot like me. And I feel like there should be a little bit more accessibility in that way. But others say it would ruin the game, so I'm all for that. Anyways, back to my point. Look, what I'm trying to say here is the fact that this game, its graphics, its gameplay, even its music, and the amount of dialogue options, the interactions, all of that, it's kind of great, you know? It's really fun. And you can also see, whenever you pause, the clock appears and it tells you how many minutes you have until it's 12 and you have to restart, so that is good. I like that. Another thing is you can actually hear what's going on outside. You can hear the cop coming in, you can hear police sirens, you can, see the rain on the windows. It's great. You can get a glimpse of the outside world. even though you can't go there anymore. But you do get a glimpse of it. And another thing. One thing I never understood was that, honestly, it's just, I can't really put into words how good this game is. And I think I've brushed over everything I really want to talk about. So, for the next 20 minutes, I will be brushing over and commenting on the gameplay that I have displayed on screen for you right here. So, enjoy the next few minutes of gameplay. Okay, so I just realized that, while editing, that I put in music instead of commentary over the past 2 minutes. So just take the next 2, maybe 3 more minutes, just admire the gameplay without me talking and just music in the background. Then after that, after I run out of music, I'll start talking again. But there will be no music in the background. I just want you to emphasize my voice and my voice only. Anyways, back to the music.
피냐콜라다 아코세페 너의 피부색처럼 dripping 지금 내 핸드폰에 비친 네 모습에 나는 dripping 나는 dripping 피냐콜라다 아코세페 너의 피부색처럼 dripping 지금 내 핸드폰에 비친 네 모습에 나는 dripping 나는 dripping 옐로 피나 콜라다 말고는 헤네시 콜라타 우리 취향은 너무나 달라 머리부터 발끝까지 힙한 스타일 너는 좀 단정한 애 같아 나를 만나고서 달라져 힙한 말투를 따라하는 게 cute like pie 동그란 볼살은 빵 같아 I don't know about a lot of things 아직도 I'm young and free All these girls don't talk to me on IG but 관심 없지 Cause you got that yellow skin 햇살에는 하얀 skin 만질래 so come and sit 내 차 안에서 하자 kiss 한색의 바리 안에 숨겨놓은 line I only want 바지를 내려놔 우리 엄마가 들으면 안 되지만 네가 들으면 해서 난 라임을 따 이번 여름에 마셨던 술은 다 너를 보기 전에 니나 버드카 내년 여름에 나 피냐콜라다 내 옆에 피냐콜라다 아코세페 너의 피부색처럼 dripping 지금 내 핸드폰에 비친 네 모습에 나는 dripping 나는 dripping 자기야 나를 좀 봐봐 아무리 그래도 취하면 곤란해 드링크에 피나콜라다 맘에 안 들어도 마지막 잔이야 잠시만 나가서 걷자 오늘이 아마도 여름의 마지막 밤이야 지나갈 가슴 조금은 가슴에 담고서 우리의 추억을 만들자 I'm so fucking honest 매일 감성적이야 왜 미리 너는 몰라 인스타 감성 따위 다 먹은 도 아니지 뻔한 이야기를 하려는 게 아니라 I just wanna talk about you 울리는 게 아니라 말하고 싶어 I love you 말하고 싶어서 love you 다시 한 번 더 I love you 이 여름에 끝자락에 내게 말해 내일도 나는 아니 영원으로 I promise you 다시 한 번 더 I love you 그 웃음에 나는 fall in love with you 알코올이 피부색처럼 dripping yeah, yeah. 핸드폰에 비친 yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so now that I'm out of music, let me just commentate on my gameplay. So right there, holy shit, I shot myself. Okay, yeah, so I shot myself and I'm bleeding out and I'm not dead somehow. Yeah. So the main character just blames himself. That's kind of dark. So in these next few clips, I just go absolutely insane because I'm kind of bored and I just experiment with all the possibilities. But first off, Bayes kiss me. So yeah, I accidentally clicked while she was kissing me, and she said, "Okay, rude," because I pushed her away, and that kind of made me sorry. Like I felt bad. It's one of the few games where if you do something, you kind of feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that noise. I keep hitting my head against the wall. So. As you can see, the dialogue options that are grayed out, I've already asked, so it's the game's way of telling me, hey, you've already, okay, let me just finish yawning, it's the game's way of telling me, hey, you've already done this, please don't do it, or just watch out if you try to do it again, and it's just the same dialogue option, so, you can also prove to your girlfriend that, or your wife, that, you're in a time loop. Ooh, that was a horrible voice crack. That, that you're in a time loop, and that you're in a time loop, and the way that you can prove this to her is by, going to the window and telling her, hey, it's gonna start, like, thundering outside. right? And then, after the thunder comes in, she's gonna be like, wow, that's really cool. And then, you get to, oh my god, I'm killing her. Anyways, you get to, show her the present that has a, baby clothes in it. Without opening it. I forgot to talk about that. So I kill my wife, and I put the knife in the sink. And by the way, she believes you. But I put my knife in the sink, and it's clean, which I think is wow. And I was just being stupid. I was like, oh, can I scoop the blood up with my mug? No. You can't. So I took her book, and I was like, what if I read it? So I clicked on it, and I read it. It is only by forgetting that we ever really drop the thread of time and approach the experiences of living in the present, or something like that. I didn't read the text. I went to the closet, and I looked at the clothes, and I got on her phone. And then I looked at the phone, and I called Bumblebee, which is Willem Dafoe, or the police officer's daughter. So I'm gonna tell her about. Yeah, I tell her about her dad going to hurt me and my wife. So. I'm pretty sure right here is where I first utilize going outside the door. Maybe. I think it is. Yeah, so I just leave to restart the timeline. Because now, that's when I learned that's what I have to do. So, just walk out and restart. So I go to the door, get inside, climb, just close the door, and then go to close. And then take the phone out. Or I don't. Yeah, I just sneak up on my wife to scare her. Yeah. So she goes on to tell you what happened. She just give you a kiss, though, which is kind of sad for me. I need that human interaction in my life, but we can all be dreamers. But yeah, there's really nothing for me to talk to her about. Because I've asked her I told her about everything. So here I'm going to prove it, and I'm going to tell her that it's going to start thundering. Once that thunder strikes, you're going to want to go into your drawer, and you're going to want to grab the present that she got for you. Once you grab the present from the drawer, well, the game won't let you until you're done, the lightning actually comes in. But once that does happen, you take the present out of the drawer, and she will believe you. Because you show it to her, it's unopened, hey, this is baby clothes, even though it's unopened. I don't know what it is, or I'm supposed to not know what it is, it's baby clothes, right? Then you walk outside of the room, and she'll follow you. Well, she won't follow you, but she'll go outside of the room, and she'll sit down on the couch and contemplate her life, basically. And once that happens, she'll say, okay, I believe you, I'll do anything you say. And so, that's how you get your wife to fully control what happens. She can fully control what happens. But, it's not always a foolproof plan. So, the rest of this is just me going insane. I'm just doing absolutely sickening things. I'm talking about stuff I shouldn't do. Or maybe I've already done that by killing my wife and myself and torturing the cop, but still. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just calling the phone. So here I'm gonna tell her that that my wife is innocent and that she didn't do anything wrong. And once that happens, she's gonna, just tell her father that, this and that. Now, for some reason, he's not going to listen to us. Or at least that's what I remember when I played this. It's been a week, so, forgive me. So right here, I was taking the Polaroid, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I took it. And my wife is just contemplating life right now. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I've played the game at this point so many times that I just lost all feelings. Or most feelings. I just left the conversation. So, I'm just waiting for the cop to come. And then I have a splendid idea. I'm gonna open the present. And I'm looking at the baby clothes. It's cool. It's cool. I think I like it. So, here we are. I'm just standing there doing absolutely nothing. And then I have the grand old idea of just looking at the closet. I was just staring at my phone. I'm not gonna lie to you, this entire time I was just staring at my phone. So, as I'm, doing the thing, I'm standing here, and again, like I told you, I'm not doing anything. I'm just looking at the closet for no reason. It's kind of weird. Oh yeah, he's talking to his girl. Yeah, so the officer's outside. He's talking to his daughter. So he says he's gonna take care of it, and then when he comes in, he does the thing. I open the door for him, and then yeah, so he doesn't listen at all. So that's right where we just got murdered there. Yeah, he didn't listen at all. So, I tell her that the day's restarting again and all over that. It's happening. And I check the time. It's paused for a few seconds. I'm looking at it. Boom. Back to playing the game. I just think it's really I just stand there for a second. I look at my phone for most of this gameplay. Because I was just bored. Because I'd already done everything and I was stumped on what to do next. So, yeah. So I'm just standing there doing absolutely nothing. It's not that important. I mean, it is really, really nice to appreciate the graphical fidelity of this game. I mean, it's just really hard to miss. It's so fluid. It looks real. I mean, kinda. Not really. Then I proved it to her. Proving it to her again. So I tell her about the cop. Yeah. Sorry about that silence. I was just watching my gameplay. I was well versed into it, I guess. It's easy to lose your train of thought when you make a video this long. I've never made a video this long. Well, I guess I don't think so. So I look through the people, and I wait for the cop to come. But yeah, this is the only time you can see the outside world. Kinda spooky, huh? Kinda spooky, huh? That's what I meant to say. So I close the door. Boom. Waiting in there, you got bored. Look back, go to the front door, and I lock it. What was I trying to do here? Oh. Yeah, so this is just me waiting for him. I think I make one fatal mistake here. Where I'm just... I'm just standing here doing absolutely nothing. Looking at the door. So I'm pretty sure I tell him about, I ask him about his daughter. That was one of the choices. And then he just straight up kills me. I don't do anything. So, no matter what, he just doesn't listen to you. For some reason. Kind of annoying, honestly. Yeah, this is my ending thing. Yeah, he just strangles me when I mention his daughter, so kind of makes sense, but either way. So anyways, as I slowly lose my breath and the life leaves my body, well, it already left, but as my life leaves my body, I would like to thank you guys for watching this video. No, seriously, thanks for watching this video. I could not be more thankful that you stuck around for this long. Love you guys. Bye.